Hello everyone, Cole here with episode 39 of Questions for Cole. Today is February 10th, 2021. Thanks for the questions that you sent in this week. I actually received 3 different questions. I'm going to focus on 2 of them today and save one for next time. So here's the first one. Hi Cole, why is the Christ candle and rainbow candle on the other side of you now? You may have mentioned the reason and I missed it, so I thought I would ask. Good question. Very observant of you. This is referring to our Sunday services and the candle lighting that happens at the beginning of each service. So, since we began recording services right up until last Sunday, the candles have always been on my right side. There was no significance to that at all. It was just where I happened to set them up when I first started recording these services. Now you'll notice that there have been a number of different banners hanging behind me for our Sunday services. Well, these past couple of Sundays, there's been a new banner with some words on it. And the main reason the candles moved from my right to my left was that I needed to situate those candles and myself so that people would be able to see the words on the banner. You still can't see all the words on the banner because of how big the banner is compared to what I can show you on the screen, but at least you can see some of the words. The words you can see are "the Lord bless." Actually, let me go get that banner. I can show you the rest of it. Just hang on. Okay, here's the rest of the banner. The Lord, and a beautiful picture of some birds flying past the sun. And at the bottom of the banner is "bless and keep you." So that's what the whole thing looks like. But on Sunday mornings, you can only see "the Lord bless." Okay. There was actually another reason for switching the candles to the other side, probably a less important reason, and that was actually aesthetics. Yes, we do think about these things here at Selkirk United. Every little detail is important. So aesthetically, at least to my eye and the eyes of my production crew over at Studio 7 over there, we thought that the candles looked better in front of the black background of the smaller United Church crest banner than in front of the white background of this bigger banner. That entered into it, but mostly it was because I was blocking the words if I sat in that one spot, so it was better if I moved the candles, moved over myself a little bit so you could see the words on the banner. Sorry if you were hoping for a deeper theological rationale for switching the candles from my right to my left. Not so much, but thanks for the question. The next question was this. Good morning, Cole. What is your best Sunday school memory? Do you have one? Wow, that's a very good question, and I found it to actually be a very tough question. I thought and I thought, and I had a lot of trouble remembering anything very specific about my Sunday school years, like a particular story or craft or event. You have to remember that back then my mind was pretty full of baseball statistics, not to mention curling and hockey, so there wasn't much room for storage at that point. But what I do remember, and I would have to classify this as my best Sunday school memory, is one particular teacher that I had. I was probably in about grade 7 or grade 8, so later on in my Sunday school years, but I do remember this older teacher very well. And I would have to say that she had a profound effect on me. Not that I can remember exact lessons or exact words, but just who she was as a person, as a teacher, as a role model. The vague memories that I do have of her and that class are all overwhelmingly positive. I remember that she was always very wise, a great listener. She gave her full attention to what her students were saying, and she chose her own words very carefully. They were always very thoughtful and very caring. She cared about her students and she had a deep faith to share. But also I remember that her faith was an activist kind of faith. She related everything we learned to the real world, what was happening around us, what we could do, how we could change the world by the big and small decisions we made in our own lives. I also remember that she was a role model in simplicity, too. She was, as I said, an older teacher, I would say, although everyone seems old when you're a kid. But she was older, but that didn't seem to matter at all to her students. We all thought that she was the best. It was in the way she spoke to us, the way she acted toward others, the things she cared about, and the things she didn't care about. It all had an impact on us. You know how people say it isn't always the words we use, it's our actions that matter even more? Well, that was her. She lived what she taught. Her words were wonderful, but her actions even more so, I would say. I remember having that sense that she lived out what she taught. And as much as I don't have strong memories of specific lessons, there is an overwhelming sense I have that this was a wonderfully wise person, a faithful person, a sage, a person who lived out her faith with every word and deed, and that I would do well to try to model my life after the way she lived her life. So that's my best memory of Sunday school, a person rather than a lesson. Or maybe a better way to put that is a person who was the lesson. Thanks for the question. That brought back some good memories, even if they were vague. If anyone else has a question for me, the more the merrier. Send them in to my email address, which is cole@selkirkunitedchurch.ca. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good week, everyone. God be with you. See you next time.